The physical learning environment is changing. What is driving this change? Academic programs like Common Core and One-to-One are driving teaching and learning into the 21st century. This new technology-infused way of learning is changing how teachers and students work together, as well as the role the environment plays in supporting their activities. Bradford and Metropolis Magazine, working together, have created a thought-provoking panel discussion that brings together a mix of thought leaders from areas of interior design, architecture, and education who are focused on the new ways of learning and how these ways are starting to impact the design of our schools. In this panel discussion, you will learn how a flexible schoolroom design creates the possibility of collaborative learning and open-source research for children learning at their own pace. Discover how mobile digital devices and mobile children are changing the configuration, function, and design of schools and how they're furnished. Find out how the sustainability features of net zero buildings can be integrated into science instruction on solar energy and water use. And learn how the design of interior and exterior spaces can encourage lifelong learning, openness, and creativity. These panelists will discuss their experiences and how they are personally making a change in education. Meet a director from the Convergence Academies.
It's our project. It's called the Convergence Academies. And this is a project that is a collaboration between Columbia College's Center for Community Arts Partnership and Chicago Public Schools. We essentially got a $3 million grant to do a model project inside 2 low-performing, high-need Chicago public schools. So we're coming into the schools and we're teaching teachers how to build their capacity to really be able to make learning more relevant and much more about 21st century culture. We wanted to create design-based, media-rich spaces for students that would really kind of support physical manifestation of spaces of autonomy and play and iterative learning within the schools.
Meet a director of student learning from National Teachers Academy.
We have been exploring digital learning at our school. And we had started out in 2010 with computers that were from 2001. In 2011, Autumn and I came on as some additional one-to-one teachers, and we have slowly transformed technology in our school. And we now have 13 classrooms that have devices one-to-one. And so we have dramatically changed the access to opportunity in our school. And now that we have mobile learning, that means that the way kids learn has changed, and we are empowering them.
Meet a math and science teacher from National Teachers Academy.
How does having a learning space where kids are in charge impact how they know themselves as a learner? And to Anita's point, this idea of voice and empowerment is something that we don't often give our children, and our children on the south side of Chicago very often don't have. And to give them choice and then voice and say, no, you're the expert, you explain it, has been revolutionary in the classroom.
Meet an assistant professor in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction.
So the things that I really think about and am interested in terms of learning is young people's learning, so youth learning across their lives and across the spaces in their lives. So not just inside the school classroom and not just outside the school classroom, but the spaces in between too, and the digital spaces that sometimes connect their lives. So the way technology is integrated into their learning all across the spaces in their lives.
Meet an architect specializing in K-12 school design.
I think what we wanted to do as architects is challenge ourselves to say, we don't want to just keep working to try to get one room changed in the building. We want to change the whole building and change how they're going to interact with it. How do we do high-performance buildings? How do we do a LEED Platinum school? How do we aspire to make a really nice quality building? Well, when the economy kind of slowed down, we said, hold it, how are we going to just make a project happen? Can we step to the table in some way, in some kind of leadership role that would let us get a project going and then be there from the conception through the occupancy and actually be a force for change.
Meet an architect who designs transitions between high school and college.
Learning just doesn't happen in a classroom anymore. So even in the K-12 model,
even in the post-education model, then how does that transition into the workplace? I mean, the model when we went to school is I went to the classroom and I left. I didn't collaborate. I didn't really work with a lot of people. And then you're forced into the real world to collaborate with multiple disciplinary people and get along, right? So we're looking at how do we blend that? I mean, that's really where the education model for us is happening. And we're learning that students really want a hands-on experience. They want to innovate. They want to research. They want to create.
Learn from this panel as moderator Susan Sanasi, publisher and editor-in-chief for Metropolis Magazine, takes you on a journey through the experiences of each panelist and touches on examples leading the 21st century learning movement. And discover our newest CEU accredited courses that take a deeper look into teaching and learning, building and construction, and transitions in high school and higher ed environments. Contact a Brentford representative today to schedule any of these continuing education unit accredited courses and hear how freedom of choice, self-determination, discovery, and democracy can change the educational future for our children.